What's up, YouTube? I'm Cody. I'm a third-year medical student. Welcome back to my channel. So as you may have seen in the headline, the topic of today's vlog is getting that personal statement done. I know a lot of you are like, bruh, I have to do this personal statement. I really don't feel like doing this right now, bruh. My mind is not in the right place for this right now. I totally understand, like it's something that is a big deal, you know, whether you're going into medical school or going into a residency program, you want to make sure that you have a really solid personal statement. So today I just want to give you guys a couple of tips on how to make that process just a little bit less tedious and a little bit less daunting. So tip number one, stop procrastinating. I know this is hard. I know this is a hard thing to do. Trust me. But when has procrastination ever done anybody any good? Have you ever had a big project with a specific due date and you say, okay, I'll start in maybe 2 days. Next thing you know, a week goes by. Next thing you know, a couple weeks goes by. Next thing you know, you wake up and the due date is tomorrow. Now at that point, you're probably gonna have to rush through everything and turn in some subpar, low quality work. Don't let that be you. Make sure that you give yourself adequate time to perfect your personal statement and stop procrastinating. Tip number two, set up a specific date and place that you want to write your personal statement. So the date that you choose to write should be well in advance of the day that you choose to submit for your applications. That's number one. Number two, you want to make sure that you are in a place where you can focus, like your focus is at its all-time high. Whether that be in a study hall, a library, or Starbucks, make sure that you are in a place where you can focus and just create. Tip number three, research. So you should be actively searching for things like rubrics, whether your medical school or your undergrad school provides them to you, or you're doing a quick Google search. You should also be looking up sample personal statements. That way you can kind of gauge, you know, how you should structure everything and how the flow should sound. Now, I will hope this will go without saying, but don't use other people's word. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying look at samples, you know, kind of get a gauge of where personal statements should be at, sort of a standard, and set your standard up here. See what I'm saying? So be sure that you research. Number four, try using the right side of your brain. So the right side of the brain is associated with creativity, rhythm, intuition, and creation. So you want to try to tap into that and unlock it, because at the end of the day, you want it to be an organic process. You know, it may be kind of hard in the beginning, especially for the first few sentences or paragraph, but I guarantee you, once you start getting into that zone, it's just gonna flow and it's just gonna be organic and it's just gonna be great. So keep that in mind. Tip number five, remember, they just want to get to know you. So the purpose of a personal statement is just as it's stated. They want to get to know you on a personal level. But remember, when writing, you want to shy away from bragging, your ego, and boastfulness. Instead, share stories about your life that relate to you being, for example, a great anesthesiologist. By doing so, you will both give the reader insight into who you are and showing them why you would be a good fit for a particular field or specialty. Tip number six, aim to get your first draft done in the first sitting. And notice I said draft. You will need multiple drafts. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. You will need multiple drafts. Trust me. In the end, I had a total of 5 drafts. If you think that you have the perfect personal statement after one draft, trust me, there's always room for improvement. Tip number 7, utilize your resources. So utilize things like Grammarly that'll help you find any grammatical errors that you may have. Also, use your school's resources. For me, I utilized mine. I sent them my personal statement and I was able to get critiques, edits, and feedback from English professors, as well as the dean. I then sent it to a couple of physicians that I know who gave me critiques and edits. And I sent it to one of my 4th-year friends who gave me her critiques and edits. And finally, I sent it to a few friends to read over. So those are my 7 tips. You know, I understand just the thought of doing your personal statement is daunting, but trust me, it's not that bad. Once you just set a date and just get to writing, man, get the creative juices flowing, I promise it'll be worth it in the end. So a lot of people have been reaching out to me, asking me, you know, what books have you been reading? So this week, I've just finished A Millennial's Guide to Financial Freedom. Don't save for retirement. I know it kind of sounds weird, but trust me, there's some gems in this book. You want to read this book. Easy read, cheap, find it on Amazon. I'll make sure I put the link in the description below for this book. But other than that, good luck on you guys' personal statements, whether you're writing it for medical school or residency. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, any comments on the content that you want uploaded, make sure you drop it down below in the comment box.